Have you ever stopped to consider the true impact of that glass of wine or beer you enjoy frequently? It's easy to dismiss the occasional drink as harmless fun. Yet, what begins as a simple pleasure can subtly shift into a habit, with consequences that reach far beyond the moment. We often overlook the potential damage, focusing instead on the immediate satisfaction and social benefits. But the truth is, there's a lot more to it. You might be surprised to learn about the real effects of alcohol on your body and your life. Alcohol use is more common than you might think, with significant consequences. Let's start with a sobering fact. Globally, nearly 2 billion people partake in alcohol consumption. That's more than a quarter of the world's population. Astonishing, isn't it? On average, each person consumes about 6.5 liters of pure alcohol per year. That's equivalent to around 276 glasses of wine or 650 cans of beer. A staggering amount when you stop to consider it. But what's even more concerning is the health impact of this widespread alcohol consumption. Alcohol is a known cause of more than 60 different health conditions. It's a major risk factor for diseases like cirrhosis of the liver, various types of cancer, and heart disease. In fact, alcohol is the third leading cause of preventable death worldwide, accounting for around 3 million deaths each year. That's more than the combined death toll of HIV, violence, and tuberculosis. And it's not just the physical health consequences we should be concerned about. Alcohol also plays a significant role in mental health issues. It's linked with depression, anxiety, and an increased risk of suicide. Moreover, alcohol use doesn't just affect the individual who drinks. It impacts families, communities, and society as a whole. It's associated with an increased likelihood of domestic violence, child abuse, and crime. And let's not forget the economic burden of alcohol use. It's estimated that the global cost of alcohol-related harm is over $1 trillion each year. That's money that could be spent on healthcare, education, and other vital services. So, the next time you reach for that glass of wine or bottle of beer, consider the bigger picture. Consider the health consequences, the societal impact, and the economic cost. Remember, alcohol use is a choice, not a necessity. And it's a choice that comes with significant consequences. These figures serve as a wake-up call, don't they? Alcohol doesn't just affect the drinker. It has a ripple effect, impacting families, communities, and society. Let's take a moment to consider the societal implications of alcohol use. The impact is not confined to the drinker alone, but it spills over, seeping into every corner of our communities. Firstly, alcohol use is often associated with criminal activities. A staggering number of people who end up behind bars have alcohol in their system at the time of their offense. This is not to say that every alcohol consumer is destined for a life of crime, but it does highlight a concerning correlation. Moreover, the link between alcohol and domestic violence is all too real. Many incidents of domestic abuse occur under the influence, with the aggressor's judgment clouded by alcohol. This leads to a cycle of harm that affects not only the individuals involved, but also the children who bear witness to these traumatic events, carrying these scars into their adult lives. But it's not just about crime and violence. The economic toll of alcohol use is enormous. From healthcare costs to lost productivity, the financial burden is significant. It's estimated that billions of dollars are spent annually managing alcohol-related problems. This money could be redirected towards education, infrastructure, or other pressing societal needs. Let's also remember the strain on our healthcare system. Emergency departments are often overwhelmed with alcohol-related incidents, from accidents and injuries to severe health conditions caused by prolonged use. These resources could be used for other urgent health crises if not for the burden of alcohol misuse. Finally, the societal impact of alcohol use extends to the disruption of community life. Public drunkenness, noise, and other disturbances can erode the sense of safety and peace within neighborhoods, affecting the quality of life for all residents. The effects of alcohol extend far beyond the individual. It's time to think about the bigger picture. It's time to consider how our actions impact those around us, and how taking a stand against alcohol misuse can contribute to a safer, healthier, and more prosperous society for all. Did you know that alcohol can damage nearly every organ in your body? Imagine a world where this fact is common knowledge. A world where we're all aware of the invisible battle our bodies wage against the harmful effects of alcohol. Let's begin with the liver, the body's primary defense against toxins. Alcohol abuse can lead to a variety of liver diseases, such as alcoholic hepatitis, fibrosis, and cirrhosis. These conditions can cause a host of complications, from liver failure to an increased risk of liver cancer. But the liver isn't the only organ that suffers. The heart, too, bears the brunt of alcohol's harmful effects. Excessive drinking can lead to high blood pressure and heart disease, conditions that can trigger life-threatening events like heart attacks and strokes. Alcohol doesn't stop there. It also increases the risk of certain types of cancer, including mouth, esophagus, throat, liver, and breast cancer. This is because alcohol can damage the DNA in our cells, leading to abnormal cell growth. And then there's the pancreas. Alcohol can cause the pancreas to produce toxic substances that lead to pancreatitis, a dangerous inflammation and swelling of the blood vessels in the pancreas that prevents proper digestion. Even the immune system isn't immune to alcohol. Drinking can weaken the immune system, making it harder for the body to fight off diseases. This means that heavy drinkers are more susceptible to illnesses like pneumonia and tuberculosis than people who don't drink or who drink in moderation. The physical toll of alcohol isn't limited to internal organs either. Alcohol can also affect your appearance, causing premature aging, skin problems, and weight gain. Not to mention, alcohol can disrupt sleep patterns, leading to chronic fatigue and a host of related problems. It's a domino effect that can impact nearly every aspect of your health and well-being. So the next time you're contemplating that extra drink, remember this: your body pays a high price for each drink. Is it really worth it? Alcohol doesn't just harm your body, it can wreak havoc on your mental health too. It might seem like a simple statement, but the impact is more profound than many realize. The emotional toll of alcohol is often overlooked, yet it's just as destructive as its physical counterparts. Let's start by understanding that alcohol is a depressant. It may offer temporary relief, a momentary escape from reality, but it's far from a solution. In fact, it significantly contributes to the onset of major depressive disorders. The fleeting moments of lightheartedness gradually give way to a constant state of low mood, loss of interest, and a sense of hopelessness. Moreover, alcohol fuels anxiety. It manipulates the brain's neurotransmitters, disrupting your ability to cope with stress. The initial sense of relaxation is deceptive, as it soon spirals into increased anxiety levels, leading to a vicious cycle of drinking to alleviate the anxiety that alcohol itself has amplified. The emotional turmoil doesn't stop there. Alcohol can push you into the clutches of addiction. Dependence on alcohol isn't a choice. It's a chronic disease characterized by an inability to control or abstain from drinking, despite its negative consequences. Addiction doesn't just affect the individual. It creates a ripple effect, impacting families, relationships, and communities. Let's not forget the sleep disturbances alcohol induces. Good sleep is essential for mental well-being, but alcohol disrupts the sleep cycle, leading to insomnia and other sleep disorders. This lack of quality sleep leaves you feeling exhausted, irritable, and unable to focus, further exacerbating the emotional distress. Lastly, alcohol impairs judgment, leading to regrettable decisions, which in turn generate guilt, shame, and lower self-esteem. It's a cascading effect, each step further deteriorating your emotional health. So it's clear that the emotional toll of alcohol is far-reaching and destructive. It's not just about the hangovers or the liver damage, it's about the emotional scars, the mental health issues, and the overall quality of life that takes a hit. Your mind deserves better than the burden of alcohol. You have the power to change your relationship with alcohol. In a world where we're constantly surrounded by choices, the decision to consume alcohol is one that's often made without a second thought. But did you know that you hold the power to change that? To choose a different path? A path that leads to better health, stronger relationships, and a brighter future? Every step you take away from alcohol is a step towards a healthier you. It's a step towards a better night's sleep, clearer skin, improved digestion, and an overall increased sense of well-being. It's a step towards relationships that aren't strained by the side effects of alcohol use. It's a step towards a future where you're in control, not a substance. But you don't have to walk this path alone. There are numerous resources available to help you navigate this journey, from support groups to therapy, from educational resources to medical professionals. These tools can provide you with the guidance and support you need to make a successful change. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about making a conscious decision each day to prioritize your well-being over a temporary high. It's about acknowledging the power you hold to make a difference in your own life. Make the choice to protect your health, your relationships, and your future. Say no to alcohol.